Hey guys, it's Ironside back again with Tech from the Crypt. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the Sony AX53 4K camcorder. It says 4K because it's 1K more than a racist camcorder. Stick around. So it's Ironside here, like I said, with the Sony AX53. It's a 4K camcorder, and I went ahead and got a spare battery with it. And we're going to do a quick unboxing here, and then I'm going to be covering the rest in another video where I'm going to actually review this thing and check out the time-lapse feature, the slow motion feature, see how the image stabilization is, which I'm told that this is the best image stabilization that you can get for the price, that is. Of course, if you want to spend a bazillion dollars on a camera, I'm sure you can get something that's Hollywood quality, but this thing has the optical image stabilization. It's a 5-axis system that apparently you can run down the road with this thing, naked or otherwise, and it should give you a perfectly smooth video. Let's open her up. So we have our instruction manuals, warranty cards that no one ever fills out, because nobody needs a warranty until their cameras catch fire or a bear steals it. I don't think bear theft is covered under warranty anyway. Cables. Okay, so we have a bunch of cables. Let's see what kind. We have HDMI, it looks like. HDMI to miniature HDMI. That's cute. Then we have half of our power cable. This I thought was interesting. I actually opened the box earlier and I saw that the power brick that comes with this thing, I like that it has a power brick. The last camera review that I did had a plug into the wall type of charger where you could just mount the battery to it, plug it into the wall, and that's it. This one appears that you can hook these two together, plug it into the wall, and plug it into the camera. But the only problem with that is I would have expected this brick to actually have a mount for the physical battery so that I could use it to charge. But instead it looks like I'm going to have to chain them all together and charge the battery while it's attached to the camera. We have the battery. So of course I supplemented it with a second battery, because who likes waiting for batteries to charge? Not me. And then we have a USB to micro USB cable. Let's look at the actual camera. Here it is. Pretty nice looking. You have your manual ring on the front that you can set with this manual button to control all kinds of different things. Exposure control, zoom, lots of different stuff. Flip out screen, pretty standard stuff since, what, 1997? I think they started with these. Flips around backwards, neat. The door on the side, this is for your memory card. So you have your Sony proprietary memory stick, or you can use secure digital SD, a high-speed memory card in it. HDMI port on the side. You have your power, your night shot. So if you want to lurk around a dressing room in the dark and spy on people, this actually does project infrared through the front of the camera. So you can take video in complete pitch dark if you want to go ghost hunting or make your own Blair Witch Project. That's cool. On top of that, this is kind of like a voice diffuser. So if you're actually speaking while you're holding this camera and you're speaking into the 5.1 surround mic from directly behind the camera, this feature will kind of dull your voice so it's not so overpowering. The viewfinder, that's kind of neat. In high sunlight situations, you're able to use that little tiny baby screen. I think it's 2.5 pixels by 3 pixels. That might be an exaggeration of how small it is. On the back, we have where you plug in the power, the power outlet. You have your recording start stop. On the top is where you take your 16.6 megapixel still photos with this button. You have your zoom, pretty standard. On the top we have a hot shoe, which allows you to mount microphones and lights and I don't know, like Gatling guns or something on the top. Who knows? Camera people, I'm sure. So this will do 30-time clear image zoom. That's a little misleading because I believe it's actually a 20-time optical and the rest is going to be digital zoom, where it's just going to enlarge the pixels, which nobody likes to use that. Headphone jack, which is nice for checking your sound levels to make sure everything sounds delicious before you get to post-processing and realizing that you just wasted your entire day. It does have microphone, external microphone in. This is huge. The last camera didn't have that, which is one of the main factors why I got rid of it, because I like to be able to use my own sound input. It does support NFC. The NFC allows you to pair it to your smartphone, and you can use a smartphone to control this remotely. I'm going to test that feature out as well. So this is just a really quick rundown. You do have tripod mount on the bottom. One of the questions I'm going to be answering in my review that I was curious about and I couldn't find an answer on the internet is, for some reason there is a feature with this camera where if it is mounted to a tripod, the image stabilization is disabled. So I want to see if that's just by hooking something up to this threaded connector on the bottom for the tripod, or if the camera senses that it's being held perfectly still and then disables image stabilization. So I want to see which one it is. So I'm going to start charging this, and we'll come back and play around with it in another video. I'll go through all those features, but essentially, yeah, that's what you get in the box. Don't forget to buy a memory card and obviously a case of some kind so that you can keep this thing protected while you're running around looking for Bigfoot and all that other good stuff. So yeah, join us in the next one. Thanks.